What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is Eric. Today we're talking Thanksgiving, the new horror movie by Eli Roth. And I got to give my thoughts on this one. This movie I thought had a lot going for it, but at the same time, a lot not going for it. So it's a movie that's got a ton of awesome positives and a ton of really bad negatives, in my opinion. And at the end of the day, I don't even know what to think. I'm glad I went to see it. I would recommend to check it out. Personally, it's not one that I'm going to rewatch a whole ton. Don't know if I'd ever own it. I might, if I can get it fairly cheap, but I'm not going to go out and spend 20 bucks for this movie. So that's pretty much where this movie is with me right now. I'm not in a hurry to go watch it again, but some of the negatives, as I'll get to in a little bit, in a way were positives, because some of it was like so bad. It's funny, it's hilarious. I'll talk about some of that in a minute. But the positives for this movie, I mean, it's like a unique concept. Not a whole lot of horror Thanksgiving movies. You have a interesting killer with the John Carver mask, a super creepy image right there, and a killer who kills in one of the most gory ways you've seen, because Eli Roth's movies tend to be pretty gory, and I'll get into that. This one is definitely that. So the kills are next level carnage candy if you're into that. Some of them you're like you can hardly handle watching it. It's pretty bad. It's pretty freaking gruesome. So I gotta give it that, although sometimes to a fault, which I'll talk about in a minute. And the story is pretty good in how you're kind of there guessing who is behind this and why. You have some reasonings. There's reasons to suspect 2 or 3 different characters. I will say that I kind of figured out who it was. I was pretty sure I knew. Ended up being right, but there was room for, maybe not. Maybe they'll surprise me. Maybe it'll be a shock at the end. Throughout the film, until that is revealed, I wasn't 100%. I had my suspicions. Like I said, I thought I knew who it was, but I wasn't 100%. So it kept me watching, kept me hoping, kept me guessing. And the whole concept of the dinner that this killer is putting together as he's killing people who were involved in a Black Friday massacre, basically, which I'll talk about. So that was really interesting as well. Just the whole concept of the killer. He's not just a killer out killing people, for no reason. There is a reason behind his anger and the reason that he's killing people, and we're just trying to get that entire story by the end and figure out what's going on here. So there's quite a bit of suspense, a little bit of drama, and just watching the story play out, which is always good. So I thought it had some strong story. I thought it was unique. I thought the kills were awesome. I thought the cinematography was pretty good, and the effects were really good. A lot of practical effects in this one. So all in all, from the stuff that you look for in a horror film, if you're just going like 80s horror, why do you watch a Friday the 13th movie? For the freaking kills and everything. And this one's got that. This one's got all of that. But those movies are they known for great acting, like those Friday the 13th movies of the 80s? No, not really. Are they known for great characters? No, not really. And this one also, I don't think is going to be well known for its great characters and great acting. In fact, I thought the acting was pretty terrible as we get into the negatives. I thought the acting was horrible, but a lot of that might just be from reading a really bad script. And I thought that the script in this movie, like, people don't talk like that, and I'm pretty sure teenagers don't talk like that. There was also a scene here that showed somebody watching a YouTube video, and I don't know why movies can't get YouTube videos or streams right. They look awkward and wrong, and the little intros like that I can't put my finger on it, but it looks wrong. There was a scene in Expendables 4 that somebody was live streaming, and I was like, the comment sections were coming out like, that's so fake. That's so Hollywood writer writing what he thinks YouTube videos and streams look like. That's not what they look like. But anyway, the acting just seemed really bad. And the only one good actress, who is an experienced actress, who I knew would be good, she gets killed off very early in the movie. Not to spoil, I mean, it happens very quickly. I'm not saying who it is, but you may be able to tell when you see her, because she's one of the few in this film who actually is a pretty damn good actor. There's other experienced actors too, but I thought the vast majority of actors in this movie were really, really poor. Not very good actors at all. Line delivery just felt off. It just felt very fan film level. And they weren't that memorable either. I don't remember even the name of the main actress, the final girl, but she was kind of rude. She wasn't really nice. A lot of these movies these days, I think they want to show strong female characters, and for some reason that means kind of rude, not very friendly, not very nice, tough. And she's not the worst example of that at all. I mean, she has a good side to her. I'm not saying she's a terrible person in this movie, but she's not all that likable either, and not that memorable, and most of the characters are not. But the main character does have a strong connection to the owner of that Best Buy store where the film opens. And this is the most hilarious scene in the entire movie. The opening scene where this Black Friday event takes place. I was laughing my ass off. Nobody else was laughing. They were like, what is this dude laughing at? It was hilarious because it was so unrealistic. And I know Black Fridays used to be crazy. People used to fight over the TVs at Walmart or Best Buy. People used to, get in line, and it would be crazy trying to get the deals, and sure, but this one amps it up to 1,000,000. So unrealistic. I look like a mob outside this store trying to break through the barriers. Just a psychopath after psychopath after psychopath. What, to go get 50% off of something? I mean, are you kidding me? And they break through the barrier when these kids get early access to the store. They kind of get a side, and they see them coming in through the side of the store, and they see them purchasing items, and they freaking lose their mind, break down the barrier. Everyone breaks into the store. They break through the glass. Like the glass door breaks through, and they all run through the store, trampling on each other, murdering each other, blood everywhere, brains and guts. What the fuck is this? I'm laughing like a shopping cart will break someone's neck, and then as the shopping cart pulls back, brains are exposed, and all brain matter is falling. Like, look, a shopping cart is not going to cause that kind of damage. Like, humans we're a bit fragile, but not that fragile. Like, I can't, like, if you lay on the floor, I can bang a shopping cart in your head for an hour, and I still probably won't get to your brain. I mean, let's just be honest. So it took everything way too far, in my opinion, because it was so ridiculous. And it was like a spoof level insanity. I'm laughing, like, what is this? But anyway, that gore I thought was unnecessary at that scene. They could have had the death. Sure, I could see someone dying in a crazy, frantic Black Friday, but sometimes, like, the gore is just, here's gore for the sake of gore. We're going to put so much gore in this movie, even when it makes no sense. Sure, once John Carver started carving people up, then it made sense, and, bodies split in half and all that, and decapitations, and we see all that, and it's wild. And some of that's even pushing a little far, but I get it. But I thought this movie with that Black Friday, that was hilarious. Like, I was just laughing, and that was funny. I don't know if it was supposed to be. It was funny and entertaining. And then once the story hit and the killer, trying to figure out what is the reasoning here with the entire Thanksgiving meal set up with a seat for each person he's going to kill or has already killed, and all that was pretty damn cool. And I liked the concept, and I liked the story. I just didn't like the acting. I didn't like the dialogue a lot of the time. I did not like most of the characters. I didn't think they were that memorable, other than maybe the killer when he was in killer mode. And I thought the beginning, like I said, was just unintentionally hilarious. This is a film, who knows, maybe they can make a sequel it's even better, and it could be one of those film franchises that has the original is not the best. Friday the 13th, the original is not the best, right? Most people agree. And there's the Purge franchise, the original is not that great. And then the second one was better. It got better as it went, well, until the fourth one. But anyway, I digress. Let me know what you think if you've seen it. Thanksgiving. I would have to say this movie, look, man, all the negatives I saw with the script, it's hard to get through at times. I gotta say, see it if you're bored. But if you're not, I just go ahead and wait until this thing comes out on VOD or DVD or Blu-ray or whatever, however you watch your movies. If you can get it cheap at some point, or watch it on one of your streaming services, wait till then. But if you're bored and you're looking for some carnage candy and you love horror, go check this one out. It's a decent enough time. So that's all I can say about it. A lot of missed opportunities in this one. But Thanksgiving, what did you guys think? Let me know down below, and we'll talk to you in the next one.